Hi, everybody. How are you this Veterans Day? Welcome to our Swift Salutes conversation with myself, Nikki Yazzie, Veteran Recruiting Leader here at Swift. I have two other veterans joining me today so we can share with all of you wonderful folks out there, hopefully a lot of you transitioning service members who are looking for that next step in your career and possibly thinking about Swift. We just want to welcome you to this chat. If you are a veteran, please give us a shout out in the comments below. Let us know what branch of service you served in. Maybe even your favorite base, maybe your military occupation. We would absolutely love to hear from you during this conversation. And if you'd like, if you have any chats as the discussion is getting along, feel free to type that down below and we'll make sure to be watching out for those. And hopefully we can answer a lot of your questions while we're here chatting today. So again, thank you so much for joining us. Happy Veterans Day. Thank you to all the men and women who've served, not just our veterans, but also our military families who support our veterans while we're out there doing the hard job. So again, my name is Nikki. I am the Veteran Recruiting Leader here at Swift Transportation. I'm an Air Force veteran, and I was a cop in the Air Force. We call that security forces. That was my first job in the Air Force, followed by recruiting. And then after I transitioned out of active duty a couple of years ago, I was very thankful to find my job as the Veteran Recruiting Leader for Swift Transportation, kind of just spreading our message about what we do for veterans here, how we can help bring you into our team. We definitely want to see a lot more veterans within our ranks, and we're happy to have you here. Jesse, I'll go ahead and hand it out over to you next, and then if you'd like to introduce Jamie once you're done.
All right. Thanks, Nikki. Hi, my name is Jesse Whitmore. I'm the terminal leader here in Lancaster, Texas. I served in the United States Marine Corps. I was also a cop, or military police, as we like to say in the Marine Corps. Been with Swift for about 24 years, and very excited to be part of this. So with that, Jamie.
My name is Jamie. I'm a field recruiter here at Swift, obviously. I served in the Army for about 3 years and transitioned out of that, did a few odd and end jobs, came here, and I was a truck driver for about 4.5 years and just worked my way into the recruiting side of things.
Thank you so much, Jesse and Jamie. And also thank you for everyone joining in on the chat. We have Michelle, a Navy veteran, Daniel, an Army veteran. We have Larry, served in the Navy. Thank you all so much for joining us so far. So as we transitioned into our conversation, I'm going to go over with you some of the different benefits we offer here at Swift to help show us why we're the premier company if you're a veteran and why we hope that you will find a home here with us. If you're transitioning out of the military, say you're active duty like I was, and I just got out a couple of years ago and I wasn't really sure what the next step would be. If you're thinking about a career in transportation and you need to get your CDL, we can actually help you pay for that. If you attend one of our Swift academies, we honor a Swift military scholarship. And what this means for you is you can come to our academy 100% free tuition if you're a veteran. We don't just offer that to our active duty veterans. We also honor that for both Guard and Reserve, which is an amazing opportunity to help as many veterans as we can. Not only do we offer it to our active duty, Guard, reservists, we take it a step farther. We offer it to our family members. Like I was saying a minute ago, our military spouses and dependents who are supporting our veterans behind the scenes, we will help you with that scholarship too. And that is just one of the very first steps to getting your CDL, coming in, working for us here at Swift. Gentlemen, do either of you have any comments about our Swift military scholarship?
I think it's an excellent way for people to get their foot in the door into trucking if they've had any interests. Maybe you were an 88 Mike in the military, and it just makes it super easy for you to get in without having to, cover school up front.
Yeah, it's actually pretty valuable. So when if you can get through that academy for free, that CDL or at no cost to the individual, that CDL is something you can take with you no matter where you go through life.
Absolutely. It's wonderful to have that in your back pocket. We have a few more veterans joining us. Thank you, Tina, Elliot. Who else do we have on here? Tisha's not a Navy veteran, but she's thankful for veterans and has a son who's an Army Ranger. Oh, good for you. That's awesome. Thanks for to your son. That's an amazing job. Next, let's say you get your CDL and then you come and you join our Swift family. One of the things that you can do if you are a non-experienced driver, let's say you're brand new to this industry of becoming a professional driver. We here at Swift have what we call, it's a VA program. It's the apprenticeship program that Swift is a part of. And what this does is for the first 12 months that you're driving and you're an apprentice, essentially, you're learning all the what this career is, how it works, how it applies to you. You're learning the job basically. So you go through a 12-month apprenticeship program, and what that does is, in addition to your SWIFT paycheck, you also receive an additional pay from the VA. This is tax-free money on top of your SWIFT paycheck. So SWIFT is going to pay you for your regular driving time, and then the VA, because you're part of this program, is also going to pay you in addition to that. This rate is not set by SWIFT. It is set by the VA based off the zip code of the terminal in which you're running out of. So for veterans, if I start using a bunch of acronyms, this might be very familiar to you. If most of you know the rank E5, which is on the enlisted side of things, if you become an E5 in the military, that's what the pay rate is for the apprenticeship program. So it's E5 with dependent housing allowance, tax-free from the VA. This is for non-experienced drivers in your first 12 months of driving with SWIFT. And that's just something else that we offer here, and why we want to thank our veterans and give you guys an opportunity to learn a new career. And hopefully you find that here at SWIFT. Gentlemen, anything to add to our apprenticeship program?
Well, I do think it's an excellent thing, like you said. It's on top of your SWIFT paycheck. So for a lot of these guys that are getting out of the military, it helps them transition into the civilian lifestyle, get set up with a house, pay off the car, catch up on things while also earning their paycheck with SWIFT. So it's very valuable in that respect.
Yep, and the VA offers just a ton of benefits to all of us, or to all of us veterans. So anytime we can tap into that to help us along is always a great opportunity.
Yes, absolutely. I completely agree. So if you're a veteran yourself, some of the initial paperwork you might need to either participate in our SWIFT military scholarship or join the VA as apprenticeship program. Some of the basic paperwork you're going to need to start with is your DD Form 214. If you're a veteran and you're not sure how to get that, speak with your recruiter and we can help walk you through the steps of what you need to do to get the proper paperwork so we can get you enrolled in those programs. We also have an apprenticeship program manager. So once you're enrolled in the program, he can help get you set up with some of that basic paperwork so we could start getting those things rolling for you. Those are just two of our wonderful programs that we offer here at SWIFT. Next, we also have our military pay program. This is great. So this means if you were in the military, whether you were in a driving occupation or not, like a moment ago, Jamie just mentioned 88 mics. If you're not familiar with 88 mic, that is the military occupation code for the Army. Now, I was a cop in the Air Force. Jesse was a cop in the Marine Corps. So it doesn't matter if you had a driving specialty or not. We offer pay for experienced military drivers, but we also offer pay just if you served in the military, such as Jesse and myself in a non-driving specialty. Gentlemen, what do you guys think about this program for giving a little bit of extra pay to our military drivers?
I hate to jump on this one first, but it's awesome. As a recruiter, I deal with a lot of guys and they ask about the pay, and I get to telling them the information. I look at their application. I'm like, wow, you served 15 years. So actually you're not going to be making this amount. You're going to be making a lot more. So it's a really nice benefit that we offer.
Yeah, and what's great about it is just because, like, to your point, even though you didn't say drive in the military, it doesn't matter. It's all of your military experience translates into more money for you right when you come through the door.
Right.
Absolutely. I think especially when you're just transitioning out of the military, I know that was something that I felt just getting out of active duty only a couple of years ago. So it's still really fresh on my mind what it was like leaving my bubble, my comfort zone in the military, and then suddenly entering the civilian world. And I suddenly had to figure everything out. And it was a huge step for me because I joined the military right out of high school. So it's always nice finding a civilian company to step into that we're a family here. We want to take care of our drivers. We want to take care of everyone that works for us. And with it being a scary time when you're transitioning from one career to another, obviously pay is a big question that's on a lot of our minds. So if you're a veteran, definitely make sure as early as possible in the recruiting process, you're chatting with your recruiter about wanting to get involved with the apprenticeship program or the higher military pay. Make sure you're finding out what all of those steps are involved so we can make sure we take care of you as early as possible in your process here at SWIFT. Some of our other benefits that we offer here at SWIFT for our veterans, just to thank you for your service, to honor that you're here. We're happy to bring in veterans into our family. We really want to make sure that we're taking care of you. We have other things like our our dog policy. And Jamie, I know you might want to add some things about that. We also offer full comprehensive benefits that you might see in the military. I know something for me was very important when I started looking for my post-military job was, am I going to have a retirement? Am I going to have full comprehensive medical care like what I had when I was serving in the Air Force? Dental, vision, medical, those things were really important to me. And especially for our military members where you might have families and you're transitioning out of the military, those are really big questions that a lot of us have. But it's also nice just having the other benefits of being in our company that we offer our drivers. We offer terminals across the nation. So we have such a large footprint. We give you a place to sleep, do your laundry, take a shower. These are all extra things that we offer you to make sure that you're comfortable while you're out there on the road, providing the best customer service that you can, driving as safely as you can, and just making sure that you're comfortable and well taken care of. Jamie, you are a former driver for us. Do you have anything that you would like to add coming from your driving experience?
Um, well, I mean, first off, Swift's taken very good care of me, so I'm definitely not the guy to talk about anything other than that. But you mentioned the dog policy. We do have people that have dogs that travel with them out there. It's really nice to have a companion with you, especially if you have a significant other that works at home. Personally, I never had a dog. I actually have a little bitty reptile that used to travel with me, so I had his full tank set up in the truck, and it was just really nice. But no, I enjoyed my time as a driver, and now getting to help people join this family.
That's awesome. Jesse, coming from your experience as a terminal leader, do you have anything that you'd like to add that really helps provide extra comforts out there for our drivers?
Yeah, to Jamie's point, the dog policy is great. We have a lot of veterans and just a lot of drivers in general that have dogs. And our terminals are pet friendly. And then, like Lancaster here, for example, as Swift moves through, a bunch of remodel projects, Lancaster's already finished. We were one of the first ones to go, and Swift has invested a ton of money in improving our terminals. We're one of about 6 or 7 that got done here this fiscal year, and there's just a huge amount that's rolling through as we move into 2022. So a lot of the comforts that we have here, our terminals are just really top notch. So when you come here to Lancaster, you get a nice, very clean, very friendly facility to visit. So we're really proud of what Swift's done for us here in Lancaster for sure.
Awesome. We have a few more people joining in the chat. I see Sherry, Daniel, Todd, Joel, David joining us. Thank you everyone so much for joining us. We really appreciate you spending your time with us today. Feel free to keep adding some questions there in the comment section if you have anything for the group. So just to recap a tiny bit, we've discussed coming to Swift and going to one of our academies using the Swift Military Scholarship. If you're a new to the industry driver, we talked about our apprenticeship program. We also mentioned that we have a military pay scale that you can chat with your recruiter about to make sure that we're honoring your time in the military. We also have other benefits such as a dog policy, full comprehensive medical, retirement. These are all things that work together to ensure that we're providing the best possible place to help our veterans choose Swift as the next family that they want to join after they leave the military. And with that being said, even though we sometimes talk a lot about active duty, transitioning out of active duty service, I definitely want to point out that we at Swift honor our Guard and reservists. If you are currently serving in the Guard or Reserve, I want to give you that peace of mind that while you're out there, as long as you have good communication with your terminal leader, with your driver manager, make sure that you're communicating what your drill schedule is like. That way we can get you home where you need to be so you can still fulfill your military duties. And I don't want that to be a worry for you. We definitely have a home here for our Guard and reservists. We welcome you here. We're working closely with, for example, the ESGR, the Employment Support of the Guard and Reserve. So we definitely want to make sure that all of our Guard and reservists out there know. Keep your communication with us open so we are aware of your drill schedule, but just have that peace of mind that we're going to get you back for your military commitments and that we really honor that here.
I also think it was probably a good thing to piggyback with the dog policy. If you don't have a pet that you want to bring with you, we do also have a rider policy. So if you have a significant other, maybe a best friend, somebody considering getting into trucking, or you just want to show them our great country, they can ride with you. It's a really cheap thing to get set up on, and they can be your companion outside of having a pet.
Jamie, when you were driving, did you ever have anybody ride with you?
I did actually. When my wife came over to the U.S., she rode with me for quite a while. I got to see snow out in the wild for the first time, and got to appreciate South Texas a lot more because we don't get a whole lot of that down there.
Yeah, for sure. Well, do we see any questions in the chat? I see people are still joining in. If you're a veteran, feel free to let us give your branch of service a shout out. Definitely represent. Thank you again for all the veterans joining us, all of our military families. We love having you all here joining us in on this conversation. While we're maybe waiting for a question or two to pop in, Jesse, do you have anything you'd like to add just about being a veteran and coming here and working for Swift? You've been with the company for a while. You've seen a lot of the benefits and things that we can do to help our veterans. Just from your perspective, as someone who kind of in your position, you're leading other veterans. What do you think veterans bring to the table to help make Swift a stronger driving force?
We could spend a lot of time talking about this and all the great things that veterans bring to the table. And I know, a lot of the leaders that I speak to at Swift love hiring veterans. Obviously, service in the military is a huge commitment, and they teach you a lot of things about leadership, service and sacrifice. And again, I could just go all day talking about what great values veterans bring to an organization. And I love working with all of our veterans, not only here, on our driving force in the office, and obviously, the folks from Swift on this cast. It's phenomenal. And Swift as an organization truly does appreciate our veterans. So just from an organization standpoint, Swift absolutely loves their military veterans.
Yeah. Jamie, do you have anything you'd like to piggyback on?
Yeah. So actually with respect to the whole thing about what we do to appreciate our veterans, as a driver, I mentioned I served in the Army, and I got hit up one year that, to get my rank, my dates of service, my branch, and Swift gave me a big decal to, put on the driver's side of my door that gave that information out. So I got to put that up there, and, a lot of people like to see that. We also do have the military wrap trucks that we do from time to time. So if you are a veteran out there, you'll probably get a call from your driver manager, get your name thrown in the hat, and maybe you get to drive one of these super cool looking trucks.
Yes, absolutely. And Jamie just mentioned our decals we have for our truck. If you're a veteran currently driving for us and you would like one of those decals for your truck, please make sure you reach out, I believe, to the retention team or your terminal manager. They will all know how to hook you up with that. That way you can decorate your truck, represent, show off your military status. That's really cool. I'm glad that you mentioned that, Jamie. Thank you so much. All right. Any other questions? Military wrap trucks. Yes, it's so awesome that we have that. A lot of our military wrap trucks, if you see them driving around, we have them going to a lot of our military events. It's so great having them there. They look really nice. They always get lots of compliments. So if you see one of those driving down the road, make sure you honk, you say hi, and let us know that you like those. All right. Well, I don't see too many more questions. I think we'll start wrapping it up here. Gentlemen, do you guys, either of you have any last comments before we wrap things up here?
Like I said, not to just keep saying it over and over again, but, Swift's a great place to work. Like I said, I've been here 24 years, and Swift, truly appreciates its veterans, and Swift is a phenomenal place to work.
Definitely. I don't think I could have said that better myself. I've seen Swift, bend over backwards for anybody in this family, but veterans, there's definitely no complaints from any of the veterans I've met with the company.
Oh, yay. Diego just left us a comment. He's coming to work for Swift Transportation. He's thankful for the opportunity. Thank you, Diego, for joining us. Thank you for the comment. That's awesome.
Fantastic.
Welcome to the family, the Swift family. As we start wrapping this up, I just really want to say again, thank you to all of our veterans who have served, currently serving, or have previously served. We definitely want to salute all of our veterans who are already part of our Swift family. We thank you for all that you do. We thank you for our wonderful customer service. And keep staying safe out there. Everything that you bring to our family here at Swift to make us run smoothly, tightly, efficiently. We know that veterans bring a lot to the table, and we're honored that you all are here. Do you see a couple more comments coming in? Blue says, if you get a military scholarship or the apprenticeship, do you have to go over the art or can you go dedicated? So if you're in the apprenticeship program, you can be both. And actually for the scholarship or for apprenticeship, you can be in all lines of business. The apprenticeship program is the only one that's a little bit different because those pay rates are set by the VA based off of the closest terminal to you. They're set by the terminal zip code. So obviously, if you're a veteran, say you're driving on the Walmart account out of Temple, Texas, you would actually be assigned to the Lancaster terminal to receive that housing allowance, if that makes sense. So you can be on a dedicated account. The zip code is just going to be the closest terminal to you. And then if you use the military scholarship, again, that's just paying for your CDL. So that's completely fine. Let's see. Hope I answered that for you, Blue. Devin has been with Swift for 4 years. Thank you, Devin. Appreciate you joining us today. Swift has really made a lot of changes over the last couple of years to show everyone that we are a military-friendly organization. We want to hire veterans. We're proud to hire veterans. We have hired more than 15,000 veterans at Swift Transportation. We love to have you here. As a veteran myself, it's my personal mission to fill Swift with as many veterans as we can. I know veterans make wonderful employees in all areas of our business, not just the driving side of the house, but also our mechanics. We need mechanics. We also need people in leadership positions around the company. And I know veterans bring a lot to the table when it comes to our background, our leadership skills. You know, many veterans, when we join the military, we're entrusted with a lot at a very young age. Most of us right out of high school, we have a lot of responsibility on our plate, and it just seems to streamline right into our industry and what we do and the responsibilities we have here, driving safe and kind of leading the way. So we definitely want to see veterans come in to every aspect of our business here at Swift, and we have a home for you. And we hope that you want to be a part of that. Thank you again for everyone else. Daniel's been with Swift for 3 years. Thank you, Daniel, for joining us. Thank
Maybe
you
we're
again,
going to do.
everyone. What's
I
that?
was going to say maybe we're going to be doing lives on TikTok or something. So
Oh, maybe.
we'll see.
So thank you again, everybody, for joining us today. Thank you again, all of our veterans, for your service. We appreciate you all being here. Have a wonderful and safe Veterans Day. And if you feel like you have any questions once this is over, feel free to get in touch with us. Go to our website, give us a call on the 1-800 number, get in touch with a recruiter. We'll be absolutely happy to help you out. And we're glad you all joined us today. Thank you, everybody, or thank you all for a wonderful Veterans Day. Thank you for your service and have a great day.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.